Hey everybody, welcome back to Working Man's Whiskey. I'm Bobby. Guys, today's review I'd like to do is, it's not whiskey actually, it's technically an apple brandy. And it's Laird's Applejack, guys. Now I want to talk about this one because Laird's Applejack has been around a long time. This is one of the oldest products in America. Actually predates the United States. And it's one that I've had before. As you can see, I've enjoyed this bottle. I've had this bottle for quite a while, probably 8 months, something like that. But it's America's oldest family-run distillery. It says right here in the bottle. But if you do a little bit of research, you'll see how important this product has been in American history. Applejack, in the old West days, this was, in some places, this was just as big as whiskey, brandy. I mean, this is brandy, but this was, Applejack was as big as any other spirit, in Old West saloon towns. Abraham Lincoln used to serve this when he was a tavern keeper for a while. George Washington, right here on the bottle, says, Laird's Applejack was first made by William Laird in Monmouth, New Jersey in 1698. 1698, guys. Around 1760, George Washington discovered this unique beverage, asked for and received the Laird family recipe, and soon introduced Applejack to the Virginia colony. And then FDR regularly used this in his cocktails when he was in office. So pretty good history there, guys, I'd say. And I wanted to review this. I've been wanting to review it for a while. They've been officially a distillery since 1780, by the way. But I wanted to review this for a while, guys. Just haven't had, I've had a lot of other things to review. But we're getting down close to the bottom here, so I wanted to make sure we get this on here. Anyway, it's a very important, this is one of the biggest, if you look at history, if you look at what the founding fathers were drinking, this is on the list, of things that they were drinking back then. So, pretty interesting. It is different than it used to be. It started off as pretty much an apple brandy, straight apple brandy. These days, full disclosure, it is apple brandy, but it's also blended with grain neutral spirits. So a little bit different, guys. It's 40% ABV, 80 proof. So it says 6 pounds of apples in every bottle. Pretty interesting. So let's give it a pour here, guys. All right. And we'll tell you that it is pretty light in color there in the glass. It's a very, very, very light gold color. I don't know what age this is or anything. I'm sure it's not very old, but on the nose, you do get a little bit of that grain neutral spirit in there, but it's not overpowering. It's not offensive on the nose or anything. But guys, you definitely get that hit of good apple in there. Fresh apple. You can tell that this is at least part fresh apple brandy. So, and that's pretty much what you get. You get apples. You get maybe a little bit of vanilla in there. But I've got a thing for, I don't like a lot of artificially flavored stuff, guys. You guys know I don't like too many flavored whiskeys out there. But apple brandy made with actual apples is something that I really, really enjoy. I apologize for the wind, guys. It's probably blowing the camera a little bit there, so hopefully you guys can still see everything okay. Enjoying a little fire out here right now. It's supposed to start raining here in just a little bit, so I want to get this review on here before it does. So it's supposed to start raining tonight and then all through tomorrow, so might be the last opportunity I have to get a review on here until next week, guys. Thursday, I leave for Virginia City, Nevada. Um, they've lifted their stay-at-home order, from what I know, and they are taking guests there and all that. Um, we're playing it safe. I'm going there with my brother-in-law. We're playing it safe, though. Going to be, staying safe out in public and all that, and just having a good time though. Nice little fun time. I like to go out to the canyon. The saloons are going to be closed, but I'll be bringing a little bit of whiskey with us, and doing some reviews, guys. Just a fun little guy getaway for a few days, and Old West silver and gold mining town. It's a lot of history there, so it's kind of it's my home away from home. So looking forward to going there, and hope to get a few reviews on there. Looking forward to getting some videos on there this coming week. So hope you guys like those. I won't really give too much away, but I got some good ones that I'm going to be reviewing out there. So back to the Applejack here. We already went over color. We went over the nose, apples, a little bit of that grain neutral spirit, but mostly apples and a little bit of vanilla in there. And that's pretty much it, guys. Let's take a taste. More of the same on the palate there, guys. Good. It's got a good apple flavor to it. A little bit of vanilla, grain neutral spirit, which is it can be unpleasant at times, but not too bad here. It's pretty much in check. It's there, but not overwhelming, and maybe a little bit of oak to it, but it's a pretty simple beverage, guys. Laird's makes another. I think they make a few other products. They make an Applejack at 100 proof as well, which I'd really like to try. It's a few dollars more. This one here is probably about $18 out here. The 100 proof I think is a little bit over. It's right around $30, maybe a little bit more, but probably worth trying out, I would think. But to me, I was just reading the back of the bottle here a little bit. It says 35% finest apple brandy distilled by Laird and Company, 65% grain neutral spirits. So it's kind of a brandy version of blended whiskey. Those blended whiskeys that you find, Kessler and Calvert, and there's a lot of them, guys. A lot of blended whiskeys out there, and usually they're right around that mix, maybe a little bit higher, 75, sometimes like 70 or 75% grain neutral, and 25 to 30% whiskey. So that's okay though, guys. This, to me, Laird's Applejack, you're drinking this. It does taste good to me. I like it. It's nothing taste-wise, it's nothing too special. I'd like to have tried it when it was a straight apple brandy back in the old days. And maybe they do have a version that's closer to that now. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. I'd like to try that and review that as well. But to me, you're drinking Laird's Applejack for nostalgic reasons. This is, it sounds kind of corny to say America in a bottle, but this is one of the beverages that has been around since the beginning of this country, which I think is pretty darn cool. That it's still, even if it's different and has changed hands, I'm not sure if it's changed hands or not, but even if it's changed throughout the years, I should say, it's still, a very important part of American, the history of American spirits. So, guys, try Laird's Applejack, for, if nothing else, for nostalgic reasons. you can mix this. I would definitely probably recommend mixing this. I mean, it's okay to drink like this, but it's not something that you're gonna be like, wow, this is an everyday thing to drink. It's it's a good beverage to have around, and it's got a cool backstory. You know, it's one to pour for somebody and kind of tell them about its history. You know, how long it's been around, and George Washington wanting to, you know, to get the recipe from the Laird family, and how FDR used to put it in his cocktails, and Abraham Lincoln used to serve it when he was a tavern keeper. You know, it's got a lot of great history, guys, and to think that the founding fathers drank this stuff is pretty darn cool. So even if it is a little bit different now, same family name, same idea, apple brandy. Now it has grain neutral spirits, which you know, may be disappointing to some, but I think it's pretty darn cool still. So hope you enjoy this one, guys. I'll keep an eye out for their other products. Hoping to review that 100 proof that they have. And that's it for this one, guys. I'm going to give this, I'll take another sip and give it a score here. And if anything, guys, I mean, it does have those grain neutral spirits, but if I have a complaint about it, it's not necessarily that. It's just that it's very light, very, very light on the palate. I like those apples in there, but it's just, to me, that's why I'm so interested to see what the 100 proof tastes like, which I have not had yet, because I'd like to see what this is like, you know, closer to what it was like in the barrel. So look forward to getting that on here. Look forward to reviewing some pretty good whiskeys when I'm in Virginia City this coming week and next weekend, Memorial Day weekend, guys. So that's it for now. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give it an 80 out of 100, guys. You know, if I was just gonna do it on the spirit alone, it might be high 70s, just to be totally honest. But with that nostalgic, the nostalgia thing in there, and you know, just the history of it, you know, and you know, just the fact that it's not a bad spirit. It's got a good apple flavor. There's nothing really to say bad to say about it, but you know, I just wish there was a little more to it, is what I'll say. But good beverage anyway, guys. So 80 out of 100. That's going to do it for now, guys. Hope you're all doing well, hanging in there through all this craziness these days. And you know, it may take a while to get back to normal, but all we can do is hope and pray, guys. So that's going to do it for now. Look forward to talking to y'all soon, and until next time, cheers.